Hello everyone, welcome back to Enemy Action Kharkov, German solo, and this is the start of turn 6. And the first phase is the reserve phase, where we take the units from their space there in the calendar and place them into their respective reserve units boxes. Only Germans are getting, we just getting all the reserves. The Soviets have no reserves this turn, so I'm moving these to the reserve units, and then we get to deploy delayed reserves, which is it's reserves that have a game turn printed, and which is of course 2 or more game turns before the current. So let me explain this. For example, in the reserve units box there was already this counter. I don't know if you can see it clearly. It has a 5 printed there, and then the turn 5. If this was turn 7, it would be deployed on map without the need for us to play a card. So this of course doesn't apply to the reduced units. I mean the units we got through replacement points, and we got them back from eliminated units. They don't get deployed as delayed reserves. They have to have a printed, to be the full strength, essentially have a printed game turn number there. So no Soviet reserves, and their box is also empty. All reserves have been deployed. They're on map, all their units right now, where there are 2 eliminated units that could receive, it's turn 6, so they could receive replacement point and move to the reserve units and get deployed the usual way. So it's turn 6, and let me get this a little bit to the side so we can see what turn 6 says. It's February 16 to 18, and it's the fixed artillery range is 5, the same as it was previous turn. The German hand is 6 now. It was 5 before, and we get but we get the same number of supplemental cards, which is 6. Well, this gives us some better options, and well, we've got a larger hand, so we could possibly play more cards before drawing, but all in all, the overall cards will be 12 cards. So yeah, we will have to think carefully about what we do with those cards. And now it's we need to keep them at 24 or less points. Of course, it increases this margin, but I'm not so optimistic about us getting them below or even close to 17. So yeah, my main concern is getting them away from the 24 points there. And okay, the other thing, the new thing that comes up now is setup of ground condition markers, because next turn we will start using the ground conditions, and things may not be sorry, we'll take a different turn if something happens like mud or stuff like that. It will be a different process. Hopefully we'll survive through turn 6 and find out what happens there. So during the end of turn phase of game turn 6, we will prepare the counters for the ground conditions. But yeah, to reach the end of turn phase, that states in the end, we first have to survive and get more than 24 points. Keep them at less than 24 points. Yeah, or even, yeah, barely. There, well, okay. So the other thing that comes into play this turn is the operational limit. So yeah, the operational limit comes into play, and it will affect the movement of some units, mainly the units without a front objective. I mean, Voronezh front units. We have already seen it with the movement methods 922, and it was we had to take into account the personal limit. This doesn't happen yet for the Southwest Front. They haven't reached their front objective, but however, it will happen on turn 7, end of turn 7. The front markers, and I suppose the army markers too, well, they go away, but okay, the operational limit, okay, the far operational limit, well, the first 5 turns, the whole map was the operational limit, but from turn 6 onwards, the far operational limit is in use when the Soviets have 21 or more victory points, and yeah, they clearly have, they have 24, so it's going to be the far operational limit. And yeah, it's, you remember this line, yeah, it includes most of the map actually, it leaves very little outside. Yeah, I would love to be at less than 20 points, so they would use the near operational limit, which the near operational limit coincides with the west support line that they are going to be using. But okay, it's going to be the far operational limit. So okay, but it has to be a front objective is removed from the map. All units immediately become subject to the Soviet operational limit currently in use. But as long as the front objective marker is on the map, the units of that front are not subject to the operational limit, regardless of Soviet VP level. So the operational limit applies for the Voronezh front units, but not for the Southwest front units. So we have to keep that in mind. Okay, but okay, I think it has something to do with Garrisons also, but we'll check it when the time comes. So that was the reserve phase, and yeah, okay, let's go to the German card preparation phase first. Okay, May. Well, lightning is horrible, but yeah, okay, consider them now. Okay, first of all, let's check if we got any reinforcement cards coming into play, and yeah, it's game turn 6. We get the last cards actually, one primary, one supplemental. So yeah, we get the primary, the Erich von Manstein card, one of the best cards, the strongest card, and we get a supplemental for 57th Panzer Corps. Well, I could do some stuff with them. They've got their infantry mainly, but nevertheless, it's units that could help me plug gaps and, you know, make some. So this one is primary. It goes straight into here. Okay, and this goes into here. So what we do next is we shuffle those cards. These are our supplemental, they're all supplemental cards. These are our supplemental cards, and we will be getting selection of these. We'll be getting what? It's 6, yeah, 6 cards will join the rest of the cards. So yeah, we will have one more card because of the primary that just under play. So it's going to be 7 primaries and if I'm not mistaken, 6 supplemental, so it's going to be 13 cards, 1 up from 12 cards, but hand is so. Okay, I think I have shuffled them enough. So yeah, I'm drawing 6 cards and placing them in the draw pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yes, and these now will join this card. Yeah, I will shuffle them a little, but they will get shuffled again. So yeah, so these now will be available for turn 7, and these now go straight here, and yeah, I'll have to give them a proper shuffle. Okay, yeah, you don't have to see this actually. So let's prepare the Soviet cards. Well, they don't get any more cards. Yeah, they've got more than enough. They've got 22 cards, and we just shuffle them, and they're ready to go. And 22 cards, they come in pairs. It's turn. So in theory, you can get, well, they can get 11 pairs of cards, so they could easily, well, if they could get 22 activations actually, if the auxiliary card doesn't get used in a combat or for the event or something. In theory they could get, but it seldom happens. In all the previous turns they were able to get something between 8 and depending on what happened, between 8 and 10 activations. Yeah, so yeah, so we have to be very conservative with our cards. We had 12 cards up to then. So yeah, the previous turn was, I think, the first time that we got two cards in our hand at the end, so we were able to do something without them, negating it right afterwards. So yeah, okay, so I think I have shuffled enough, cut, and yeah, they're ready to go. So then it's going to be the supply phase, and the first step in the supply phase is to place garrison in Soviet VP and village hexes according to, of course, 15.1. So yeah, we'll do it the same as the previous turns. I'll show you, try at least to show you the picture, the big picture as it is right now, and then I'll have a part where it's just me placing garrison and just talking, babbling away, making some mistakes in the process, and then I will get back and show you the final situation and proceed with the preparation. So this is the situation before starting the placement of garrisons, which is technically the first step of the supply phase. So yeah, let's get a general view, so you can see where the garrisons are right now. Well, not many of them left. You can see how the map looks right now. Yeah, not many garrisons around. Mainly it's the ones in the VP hexes and the ones right here on the map edge, on the western map edge. You can see we got the garrisons there, but more will be placed as I have advanced my units somewhat. You can see how they are. So yeah, these are not getting going away because they're VP hexes. So yeah, maybe we will see some of them moving or being replaced by others. I expect many garrisons to be placed around here, this area, because I have moved my units. They still can't resupply there. They have a unit right there. So yeah, so that's the situation now, and I'll show you the situation after I get the placement done. I hope I don't make many mistakes. So yeah, let's go place some garrisons. So this is the situation after placement of garrisons. You can see that we have placed most of the garrisons are in this area around our units around this unit and around these units, and where of course German supply could be traced, and there are practically so no garrisons behind this line, which is all now almost a continuous line of Soviet garrisons and the units. This is a garrison, yeah, run out of markers again, yeah, up to this point down here, and then yeah, they continue blocking off German supply basically. So yeah, the other map, the only garrisons are within VP hexes, because no German supply can be traced or German unit can be proximate. So after placing the garrisons, it's time for to determine supply for the units. Sorry. First, we determine the supply status of German units, and then it's the Soviets. So yeah, we have seen this. This may have an effect in, frankly, what I believe will be a very rare situation where a big unit going isolated may or may not permit, may rather permit the trace of supply of another unit. And yeah, this would be yeah, it would have an effect the turn in which this happens. So it is determined that first we determine the supply status of the German unit and then the Soviet units, and remove out of supply and isolated markers from units in supply, or place out of supply and isolated markers to such units. So yeah, let's start with the German units. Of course, let's start from, yeah, well, it's the same. Let's start from here, the 40th Corps and 1 unit of the 3rd Corps. Okay, so these units are in supply because they can trace supply. This is a supply head, so they can trace supply. Of course, this is a supply head, and yeah, they can trace supply here. This unit can trace supply here, and these units are surrounded, but they can trace supply through this unit. So yeah, they can go 1, 2, 3, yeah, off to a supply head. So yeah, because we can trace supply in 3 hexes occupied by friendly units. Of course, this unit is in supply. No enemy zones of control here, and yeah, same for this unit. It's yeah, it's very close and sits next to a supply head. Okay, this unit is the critical one. If it can't trace supply, I took precautions so that it could trace supply even if a garrison was placed there. So I don't anticipate any problems, but let's do this. Soviet garrisons don't possess a zone of control right now. It's just during step 1. So this unit can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is supply head, clearly. Yeah, through there. Okay, this unit of course sits on the supplied road, and yeah, this unit then is in supply. It's so close to the border with no Soviet units. I mean, this hex, yeah, sorry, not all of these hex. From this hex, it's unsurrounded. They don't control this hex, so it's 1, 2, and off they go. Okay, now this unit is surrounded, but it can trace. That's why I moved these units here, so it can trace supply through these units. So it can go 1 here and 2, and that's a supply head, and they're off. So now let's go over to 57th Corps. This clearly is in supply. Supply is traceable here and here with no problems. The same goes for this unit. However, there is a zone of control here, but these units can trace supply from this hex, which comes off this road. So this is a supply hex. And again, these units now can trace supply through this map edge hex, and we can't use these because they're in Soviet zones of control, but we can trace through here. So it would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these units it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, all our units right now are in supply. So let's start. And of course I forgot the Corpus Raj units in Sumy. Sorry, well, they don't have a problem right now because this is a supply head, this is a supply head. I mean, they have no problem tracing supply here. So yeah, no problems with these two units either. So let's start tracing supply for Soviet units, and we'll see if my gamble has paid off. But let's start properly. I mean, I don't think there's a proper way of doing it, but let's do it the same from top of the map to the bottom. So okay, this unit sits on supply head. These units can trace through Slavyansk with no this road. You can see this. Yeah, they can trace to this road, so no problem without passing zones of control. This unit still can, yeah, it can go 1, 2, can trace supply from here and then off the map, so that's okay. However, this unit can't trace supply because it's completely surrounded. This is zone of control, this is zone of control, this is in zone of control, and it can't get through here and trace supply. So this unit was out of supply in the previous turn. We failed to dislodge it from here, but now it will become isolated. And one of the effects of isolation is that it now loses its zone of control. And by losing its zone of control means that this unit is no longer surrounded, because it can go here and it can trace, but we have already traced supply for this unit. But so now we would be able to trace supply from here. This unit is free. All the units are free to move because this is isolated, and I think it's mechanized. Yeah, so it doesn't. Yeah, it's mechanized, so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, we'll try to eliminate it though, because we need desperately need victory points we can get. The good thing is we'll get to disregard attack hits. They don't get a combat tactic. So yeah. So now this unit is obviously 1, 2. Okay. Now this unit, can this unit keep? Because we placed it and it could trace. They could trace reserve supply here. But yeah, I think it's the same because it can go. It has to be this hex, as I've said. So it can be this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still can trace supply here, so no problem with this unit. And yeah, let's move to this unit. I don't think it's going to have a problem. It can go 1, 2. No, it can go here. No, this is not supply head, so it has to go and go here. It has to go. Well, it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. 6, 7. Yeah. This is supply head. This is a valid supply head. So no problems for this unit, unfortunately. Okay. These units, of course, here no problem tracing supply. These units too, they can't trace supply through this road. It's blocked now. But they have no problem because they're not surrounded, so they will just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. So they can trace supply. And now this is where things start to get interesting. We said this unit can. How about this unit? Can this unit trace supply? And it can go through here. It can go. It has to be through here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You see now what happens? This is no longer. Let's roll this hex are no longer a supply head because they're in the zone. All of these 3 hexes are in the zone of control. So supply can only be traced from this hex or Lozovia or this hex. These are the supply heads. This is probably the nearest supply head, and they can't reach it There is also, because you can see this road is blocked here, and of course this road is blocked again, because this road was tracing supply from from Pavlograd, because up here there are our own units blocking the tracing supply from this junction to Krasnograd. So no, so yeah, this unit, let's confirm it again, it can't trace supply. It can go through here, of course. It can go here. It's well, maybe it can. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it can go here. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, best they can do is here or here, but they can't reach supply head. So yeah, this unit is out of supply. So this is good for us, because it means that this unit can't attack. And okay, where are the markers? And because this could be a lead unit, this could get us some nasty surprises, but it can't resupply now, so it can't actually attack. It can move though, but it can't attack. The other units there couldn't attack because they were step units, but with this as leading unit, they could, you know, become a problem for us. So now let's see what we have done here. Well, this unit is surrounded, so there's no way it can trace supply. So this is too well. It's not going to attack, but yeah. Well, I don't plan on sitting there. Yeah, it's good because they can't get a combat tactic. I don't think they would. But yeah, okay, so this is out of supply. How about let me get this a little bit. Oh. Okay. How about this unit? Well, it can go here or here, but it could be can trace through here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's no longer supply head. 6, 7, yeah, or even 5, 6, 7. These units are supplied, but they can't pass supply to other units. So this is also out of supply. It is good, and yeah, this one, however, can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I mean there is German supply can be traced not through here but through this hex here, because yeah, this road is completely blocked by units. They can trace supply. Well, let me see. It's from here. It's 1. No, it can go through here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can be through here. 7. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the best they can get close to. So yeah, this is out of supply too. I'm not complaining. That's good. That's good. How about well, how about this unit now? This unit is maybe can pre-supply there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and no 6, 7. No 7. No, it can't. It's 0. No 7. Oh, okay. Not from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. No, or can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It can't reach this hex. It can't reach this hex. So yeah, this is well. At least I think I got what I was aiming for. I got the model supply. Well, whether I will be able to, you know, capitalize on this, I don't know. Well, they will probably come and answer on them. But well, that's something they'll have something to keep them busy. Now this unit, however, I don't think it has a problem, because it can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but this is not supply heads. Could it go? No, it can't go trace through here. These are in control, so it has to be through here. So it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But this is not supply head. This is from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So no. Well, let me try something else. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, because it has to go around these units, and it can't be. Well, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, because it can go through here. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's even worse. So yeah, this is auto supply 2. Well, it's quite strong unit, but they don't get combat tactic. Well, the Soviets will try to relieve them. Yeah, they will probably succeed in doing so, but it's better than them attacking our units. Okay, so now this one, this can trace with no problems, because it can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, or whatever. Yeah, this has no problem in tracing supply. How about, okay, these two units, I think they can't, because that was my purpose in activating 48 corps, to get these units surrounded, so they couldn't create too much trouble for us. So yes, this is surrounded clearly. This can trace supply, and this is also surrounded. This can trace supply, and I'm quite relieved that this unit, as long as it's out of supply, and it will remain so for the rest of the time, it will not be able to attack. So yeah, I'm quite happy, because that's a strong. So I could possibly now move this unit, one of these units, and be certain that I won't get attacked by a strong unit. Okay, so I don't anticipate any of the Soviets don't have any other problems, but let's make sure they don't have a problem. Okay, these units in in Lozovaya, of course, they're sitting on supply heads, and the same goes for these units in Krasnograd. Supply heads, this is a village again. So all these units, they can still trace supply with no problems through Kharkov and Valky. Yeah, all these units can trace supply with no problem. How about this unit? This unit here can't trace supply, because Aktirka can't trace supply to Kharkov, and yeah, this is supply head now for them too. So yeah, they can't trace supply, no problem. Same goes for all these units. Yeah, this is 1, 2. It's 1, 2 supply head, and this one is it's not from here, but it can go 1, 2, and this is Soviet supply head. So I think that's all. We have covered all units. Yeah, that's the general situation as it is now, and I don't think we have something else to examine. We're at 24 points. We have finished the supply phase. Okay, 8 plus Czech VPs do the Soviet support. Okay, the support line is fixed for this turn, and turn 7, no, it's not turn 7. So that was it. That was the preparation of turn 6. So next part we will start by doing our impulses, starting with Soviet impulses as usual, and then proceed with German impulses, and yeah, this is going to be quite interesting. Maybe well, I have a chance to hold off. If Sumi can hold on just a little bit longer, maybe I will be able to kind of secure it more properly. Maybe I will be able to get a couple of points back, so it won't be so critical. And yeah, I don't think I'm in a position of winning this game, but if I can avoid defeat for a couple of more turns, that would be good. Yeah, at least avoiding strategic defeat, that would be nice, which means I have to get to the end of turn 8. So yeah, that was the preparation of turn 6. We are ready for the impulses.